Hello guys on YouTube, NeoGameSpark here, and today it's my second video game review, and it's going to be on Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit for the Xbox 360 and the Sony PlayStation 3. Alright, so let's start out. This game is the first DBZ game to be on a next-gen console. Hold on for 1 second. When I mean next-gen console, I know Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 and 3 were on the Wii, but it didn't really have, next-gen graphics since it was basically a port from the PS2 version, but, with motion controls. This game has the graphics, like on the 360 and PS3, like phenomenal graphics. Overall, it's the stories from the Saiyan Saga all the way up to the Cell Saga with a couple of the movies in between. Overall, the game, in my opinion, it kind of sucked because they focused so much on the graphics that the overall story was presented in a bad way because they didn't get the music from the show or any music to begin with, and it really sucked. And how they reused the same scenes over and over again when someone's being attacked and there's a battle, which really, pissed me off. And like, the mouth flaps in the English version were extremely bad because they carried over the Japanese, mouths, and it just looked overall stupid when they were talking. And I know the graphics, they look really awesome, I'll give them that, but that's just it. That's all the game is to me. The fighting style is a combination of the Budokai series and the Shin Budokai series, so that, it's interesting to see where the camera angles move. And it's just a totally different experience than the original Budokai games. The game now retails at $20, so, pick this up if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. You can get a couple G's out of it, or trophies out of it if you prefer. Those are the things that ticked me off about the game. The online mode in Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, there aren't a lot of people on, but you can still find people if you wait around maybe 1 or 2 minutes to find a match. This character roster was really short, about 20-25 characters, and there are only 5 stages in between. The game is really extremely repetitive. Some of the combos are hard to pull off and they're ridiculous. It's just not as fun as playing the original Budokai games, and it is a bit, lightning fast, and, it's really awesome. But the game I really want is Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast, which is Tenkaichi 4, because I'm more a fan of that, because that stays truer to the Dragon Ball Z games. Like, that's how Dragon Ball Z game, should be, up in the air, flying whenever you want, jumping all around, lightning fast stuff. This is just like, you and your opponent can't attack each other at the same time, like in Tenkaichi you can, but, that's one of the things I don't like about Burst Limit, and that's why I prefer Raging Blast when it hits stores this fall. But overall, this game graphics are really good. It would have been awesome if they presented the story in a good way, and if they had more stages. As a premier next-gen debut for a popular anime that's one of the biggest ones in America and in Japan in history, I think that the next-gen experience was, pretty slacked. It was horrible. And that's why I don't prefer this game. I prefer the original Budokai Tenkaichi games. I know some fans are going to be like, oh no, this was a great game, but this is my opinion on it. The voice acting in this game is fine. What I was really looking forward to more in this game was the, over 9,000 scene, which I think Chris Sabat does a horrible job at doing the 9,000 scene all the time. In the show it was horrible, in the game it was horrible. I just prefer the Ryan Drummond version, because that was just freaking epic. And I'm just like, Chris Sabat just says, it's over 9,000, and I'm like, Ryan Drummond, I'm not going to do his voice, but, play the clip.
It's over 9,000!
Awesome. I may have ragged on this game a lot, but it is not the worst Dragon Ball Z game I played. If I wanted to say the worst Dragon Ball Z game I played was Dragon Ball Z Sagas, when America tried to, get into making Dragon Ball Z games. Ugh, horrible game, you guys. I do not recommend you buying that. Shitty. Shitty, shitty, shitty. So, this is my review on Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, you guys. It's $20. It's in between if you want to get it or not on NGS. This is my review. Thanks for watching my video.